Testing. No way, that's you.
Yeah.
Testing. Yo, what one am I? Alright, okay, I'm 3, and you're 1.
Yeah. Yeah, I can hear. No, I think I'm 2.
Yeah, you're 2. Okay, so you're 2, I'm 3.
Yeah.
Alright, calm. Yo. Hope you guys are all doing well, and welcome to SLDZ Podcast. I'm your boy Daniel Aarons, and I'm hosting this podcast on sunny Govan 103.5 FM. I'll be exploring the factors that make Glasgow such a creative and vibrant hub. So whether you're an artist or a fan, or simply just curious about Glasgow's music scene, this podcast is for you. So today I got a special guest with me, coming all the way from Baillieston. Hey, big of yourself, bro.
Yo, we saying, guys, it's w.SLUMPBOYILLY here. Appreciate to be here.
Oh.
Shout out my boy Daniel. We're ready to talk about some music. Let's go.
Hey, let's go, man. Let's go. Bro, tell us about yourself, bro. How you been?
I've been good, bro. It's been a minute I've seen you, bro. Like,
man.
For everyone that knows, me and Daniel went to school together. It's my boy, one of my closest friends from school. So it feels good to be here, bro. Like, talking about music with you. So
man.
I'm blessed, bro. I'm blessed.
No, honestly, best, man. Like, we went to same secondary school, bro. I came here third year, was not St. Thomas Aquinas. Third year, man, and I met all you guys, man. So it's honestly good to see you here actually doing music, like being in the industry, bro.
Likewise, bro. It's good to see you doing some creative content and putting it on for Glasgow's music scene. So
facts, man.
Beautiful to see, bro. Beautiful to see.
Sheesh, bro. Let's go. I'm gonna turn this off so I can barely hear. All right, so. No, I'm gonna turn it off because I can't hear you. Yeah, it's cool. Nah, don't worry, bro. So, first of all, I'm gonna cover your background and journey. So,
let's do it.
I've always been thinking this. What type of artist would you like label yourself like?
Well,
what would you say?
I would say I definitely make rap music. However, my rap music is a bit more on the alternative side. Like, I wouldn't say I make street rap. I don't make drill rap. I just make personal music about my own life, and incorporate a lot of alternative sounds, like a lot of alternative sounds in trap, for example. So I'd say that.
You say like, so your influence would come from trap kind of rap music.
Yeah, 100%. But also a lot of my influence, like a lot of my favorite artists that I listen to, for example, isn't even the music that I be making. For example, like I love Lil Peep.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
Yeah,
I love that side of music. NBA Youngboy, for example, as well.
Yeah, Youngboy.
But my music, I don't even make music like that, but it's influenced in some sort of way because of the music that I listen to, for example.
Yeah. Alright, so what would you say? Like, what would you say that like your underground rap in a sense? Because I know London has that like underground scene. Yeah.
So the underground rap term is kind of like these days it's not really got a 100% definition. It's either a sound or it's either a genre of music or it's a label that people put on artists. So you could say my music is underground, 100%. You could say that, but like the meaning of underground has changed so much over time. So it's hard to say like, oh, he makes underground music or they're in the underground, for example. You know what I mean? But if people think I'm an underground, I'm an underground.
I hear you, bro. You know? I hear you. Now, I personally thought you were underground. But
100%. No, I hear why you think that because the sound is like that underground. Like, it's not mainstream music, which I understand. But 100%.
Nah, that's good to hear, man. That's good to hear. So, how did you first get started and invest in music?
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I got something to say after you say it.
Okay. So, first of all, Daniel, you 100% know I've always loved music, always been into music. We were in school and we'd always be listening to the same songs. We'd be playing music during class. But in terms of music, when I started, I'd always been like making music to myself when I was in school, when I was younger. But I never really thought much of it. I never really took it further until I left school. And shout out my boy Nick, Sync Off. Shout out Sync Off, the real one. Me and him, we just started like every day. We would just start freestyling to each other for a laugh. We'd be going to like Glasgow Green Park. We'd be sitting down and we'd just be freestyling to each other, and we thought nothing of it. But we just had fun. Like, we loved it. Like, we had no plans to like make music or anything like that. But we just loved doing it. So it got to a point we were just like freestyling so much that we were like, all right, let's just like try show people this shit. We were like, let's do it. So I remember there was an open mic at the 13th Note.
Oh yeah, nah.
To be at
yeah,
venue.
13th Note, yeah.
RIP 13th Note. That place got shut down, but
damn. I didn't even know it got shut down.
It got shut down, bro.
I was talking about in my last episode. I was like, nah, people should go there. But wow.
It got shut down literally a week after we done the show there as well. It's crazy.
Wow.
Yeah. But I think it got shut down because of it got flooded or something. I have no idea, but something like that.
Yeah.
But basically, there was an open mic night there once, and me and Nick were just like, all right, we should just go and just go and freestyle our bars at the end of the night, the open mic, and we were like, okay, let's do it. So we went, and at this point, me and Nick were just doing it for fun.
Like, for the vibes.
For the vibes. Yeah. We were bored. We had nothing much to do. We were just like, let's just do it. So we went, and then the audience loved it. Like, we went crazy. Like, and we were just like, at the time, we were just like, damn, this is like, this is fun. Like, we could actually do something with this. But at the time, we had nothing to record on. We had no equipment. We were literally just writing lyrics on our notes app and like spitting the lyrics to each other in real life. No equipment or nothing. But then, shout out Paul, shout out Picasso, shout out Elliot as well. Real ones. They were at the open mic, and they were like, you should come up to Elliot's and record some music. He has a home studio. It's a home studio. So me and Nick at the time had no experience with recording. We were like 18.
18, all right.
We were like 18.
So this was right after secondary school?
This was right after secondary school.
Yeah.
This is 2021. This was literally a few months after we left school. And then we just went up. I recorded like 2 songs.
2 songs.
2 songs that day. And Nick recorded a song as well. And
what songs were they, if you don't mind?
Well, the first song we recorded was a song called Overseas.
Overseas,
which is actually a song that I dropped as well. My first song that I ever dropped, but you can't find that anymore because I've taken it down. But but it was a hard song, but I just like, it was my first song, so I just like over time I just grew to not like it anymore. You know what I mean?
Can I ask why? Like, why did you actually take it down? Like,
so I took it down because, as I said, it was my first song.
Yeah,
I know that song done pretty well. People engaged with that song. People like that. I performed at a show and people were going crazy for it. But it just got to a point where I was making so much music, new music, that I was like, I got to the point where I know it's crazy, but I felt quite like as if that music I'd moved on from it.
Oh, so it's not really you anymore. You know,
however,
I guess like that,
however, if I over the last few months, I've actually started to find a love for my old music again. So if I knew that, I would not delete it. Yeah. So it's a mistake of mine, but what can you do?
Yeah, I hear that, man.
It's still somewhere in the files.
Yeah. Hey, would you ever think of like remastering it, like altering your like old music to your new sound?
Yeah, 100%. I feel like I have been recently, you know. I've been incorporating a lot of my old sound into my new sound. And it's quite evident, like, I'm really trying to show the authenticity of Glasgow, of Scotland, myself, and my music.
Yeah, no, I rate that. Yeah.
So you can see it in old elements. So yeah, 100% trying to bring that back to my music.
Yeah,
and
facts.
I think it's working. It's working.
Nah, facts, man. That's good, man. Would you say, what important moments would you say you had in your journey so far that you've learned?
Important moments?
Yeah.
Well, first of all, important moments is meeting some people. And those people, my boy Lou, shout out Lou. Shout out to Lou, he's going crazy right now. He's one of my boys that makes music. Obviously Nick, Faisal, everyone, Alfie, Ray, shout out Kickpo, Shemi, everyone that's involved in the music scene, they're like the reason I'm here, you know what I mean?
Yeah, nah, that's good, man. So shaped SLUMPBOYILLY.
Literally. Without them, I would, there wouldn't be SLUMPBOYILLY, you know what I mean? And of course, I'm the one making the music, but the inspiration and the drive to go every day
comes from
and
your boys.
to become better and to do better things comes from my boys. If it was just me, then I I would not be able to progress. Do you know what I mean? Because you need to have people around you to challenge yourself and
facts
get to the next stage. But
I need that constructive criticism.
Exactly.
Yeah, nah.
Can't have yes men around you. You need to have people telling you, yeah, that was terrible, bro.
Nah,
you know
I rate it. I rate it, man.
Sure.
Yeah, nah, because that's really how you grow. Like,
100%,
you gotta take
bro.
it. Yeah.
100%.
So, I say, what challenges have you faced breaking into the scene?
Mm-hmm. Well, challenges breaking into the scene is more just the challenges you get from the scene in Glasgow is more just people not really having the urge to actually sit down and take your music in as much. I feel like in Glasgow, for example, the drill scene in Glasgow is massive.
Yeah, nah,
it's crazy,
really,
and it's respect.
Yeah.
Like they're going crazy. Like everyone involved in that scene is going crazy. But because of that, the alternative music that's not drill is kind of overlooked. So I would say that's a big challenge. Obviously, there's artists that are going crazy right now, like Shoutout Bloody Shield, crazy, one of the best in Scotland. He's going crazy right now. But like, there's a lot of other artists that have got amazing talent, crazy talent, but they're just overlooked because it's not the norm.
Yeah, it's not the norm. Yeah,
exactly.
drill. Yeah, nah.
So I'd say the only challenge that I faced, or what everyone else is facing, a lot of other artists are facing, is that point.
Yeah.
But I think it's slowly changing. There's a lot of artists that are like pushing the narrative, like even DJs, producers, everyone, like Shoutout Leah. She's changing the game right now in Glasgow. You know what I mean? She's changing it for real. Kickpo, I said, going crazy. There's tons of other artists, But I'd say the only challenge right now is that. But I think it's only a challenge right now, and slowly over time, it's going to become positive.
Really,
you know what I mean?
Really, like this is the roots. Like this is the foundation, and then over time, it's going to keep growing.
Exactly, man. You know.
Honestly, that's the point.
Come on, but you know.
Now that's why I'm happy. I'm happy to see like what Glasgow is going to progress into. Like, with all these new like subgenres coming up.
Yeah.
So obviously, I already asked how collaboration like helped your career because like it's just on the list. But
yeah.
I'd say, how has Glasgow really shaped your sound? Like, what would you say?
100%. Like Glasgow is my sound in a way.
Yeah.
Like my music is based on my life in Glasgow. I was born in Glasgow, grew up my whole life in Glasgow, so I ain't really seen nothing else. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So like a lot of the topics I talk about is related to my life in Glasgow. For example, just like personal stuff that goes on in my life is everything that's happened in this country, in the city, for example. So it plays a huge role, and also just the other artists and other people in Glasgow that are in the scene, that plays a huge part in my music as well.
Yeah.
Because I'm influenced by them. You know what I mean? Like I'm influenced. I study these artists in a way, like like just to see like what a city's. You know what I mean? And it helps a lot. So I'd say Glasgow is like one of my biggest influences for real.
Facts, man. That's good. So would you say you have any? I know you said Glasgow is your biggest influence, but would you say you look at the London scene in any way? Like
100%,
100%.
Look at the London scene. I love the London scene. Shout out Fake Mink, amazing artists in London. There's shout out Fake Mink, shout out Harry, shout out Callisto, shout out everyone that's going crazy in London. To be honest, but it's also not just London. It's a lot of American artists that I'm influenced by. But I feel like it's just an influence between the whole world. Like everyone that makes music around the world is like influences each other in some sort of way.
Yeah. Nah, that's good, man. So really and truly, I love everything that you had to say. Like,
thank you.
It was really insightful. Like, you really had really went into detail about everything that you had, the points and all sorts. But right now, the next section that we're moving on to is production and creative breakdowns. So basically, what made your projects, all your albums, like for example, the new album that you dropped, Still Slumped. Yeah, man.
Yeah.
What would you say makes that album so special to you? Like,
well, that album is special to me because it was an album that we started recording the album when I moved. I recently moved house to Denniston. I moved in with my boy Lou and his girlfriend.
Okay.
And
Yeah.
Sulu, shout out Sulu, the GOAT. He also makes music. So me, him and Nick, we were basically recording every day when we first moved. So a big influence was just a change in life.
Changing life. Yeah.
I went from staying with my mom to now staying in a house with so many creative minds. We're making music every day. Like, it's like an open space. So I think that shaped a lot. That's what made the tape so important to me, because it was like my first time really just like really making music every day, to the point where like I was really happy with how it sounded.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Wow.
So it was definitely one of my tapes that I was the most proud of so far. Like, I could play that anywhere and I would not feel any type of way.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
It's also a tape that like I'd been working on it for quite a while, and a lot of songs got taken off and a lot of songs got added last minute. Like, there was a song added the day before it dropped.
And that was the last song.
That was not the last song.
Oh.
The song that got added last minute was a song called Nirvana.
Oh, Nirvana.
Yeah. Save Me is actually interesting. Save Me was Save Me was the first song recorded, actually.
For real?
And interesting story about that song. That song was recorded on my phone.
Yeah, I seen it. Yeah. I seen it on SoundCloud. It said record on. I was like, bro, it sounds really good. Like, for being recorded on, like.
No, thank you, bro.
Yeah.
But you can, like, if you really listen, you can tell the difference between the mic. But basically, that song I recorded on BandLab on my phone.
Yeah.
And this was the first song I recorded. It was still when I was living with my mum, and I had just recorded that room on my phone just out of I just felt like I had to record something. I heard the beat, and at the time when that song, I didn't have much time to like record an actual setup. Stuff had been going on. I recorded with because I recorded with Nick back then on FL, and something happened. We just couldn't record, but I was still in that creative mindset. I was like, I need to record something. So I just brought out my phone, downloaded BandLab, and just made that song. Yeah.
Wow, man. Wow. I didn't even know BandLab was like that. Like, bro, to actually do all of that.
People sleeping on BandLab, bro, I'm telling you. People sleeping on... The last couple of songs I recorded, they were on BandLab, but I recorded that through a microphone, so it does sound a little bit better than the Apple headphones, but BandLab, people will be sleeping on BandLab, bro.
Yeah, wow, like, man. This just really, like, what you just said really just showed me that there is no excuse. Like, no excuse, bro. You got to do it, bro. You got to do what you got to do. Like,
for anyone watching, like, if anyone's trying to make music, you don't need to be spending £200 on a studio to record a song. You don't need to be spending all this money on equipment. Of course, it's going to sound amazing. It's going to sound class, but is it really going to make your creative side come out more? Because in my opinion, your creative side comes more when you're just by yourself, when you're in an environment where like there's no limit to like the equipment you can use. Yeah. So I'm telling you, you can download. Everyone's got a phone these days. Yeah. App Store, download BandLab, get you some wired headphones. It's free. BandLab is free.
Free as well.
And you can make music like that. I'm telling you, like, a lot of these artists that are blowing up, they started on BandLab. Like, NetSpence started on BandLab, you know what I mean?
Wow,
NetSpence, one of the biggest artists like that's coming up right now. He started on BandLab, Xavier Sobeys, everyone, like, a lot of these artists will started on equipment that was very cheap. Like, compared to the equipment they use now, like, of course they're in big studios now, but it just shows you can start from anything, bro.
Wow, man. Very insightful, bro. Like, so, like, bro, music was, like, I never really thought music was, like, your thing. Like, deep, like, bro, you got so much, like, knowledge on, you know your thing, bro, and it's great, bro. It's great.
You, bro. I just really studied this. Yeah. I really studied it, like, yeah.
Yeah, man. So, one thing as well, like, do you produce as well? Like, because I seen on your Still Slumped album, it said produced by you and Nick.
Not produced, but mixed and mastered.
Mix and master, yeah.
Yeah, so as of now, I'm not producing right now. I've not produced. I would like to produce, but I've just not got to the point where I've sat and tried to learn to produce yet. But that's mainly because I've been focusing a lot on recording side obviously mixing as well, mastering and stuff.
Yeah.
Engineering stuff. I be engineering a lot now. Of course, production is one thing I want to get lean towards in the future.
Yeah.
But as of right now, no, I'm not producing right now.
Not producing.
Not producing right now, no.
All right. So how did you get into the production? Like,
in terms of the beats that
I'm
using?
Yeah. Like, how did you get into all of that?
Okay.
Mixing and mastering.
Oh, how did I get into mixing and mastering?
Yeah.
Literally just for trying to record myself. Literally just like a lot of like Still Slumped. A lot of that tape is mixed and mastered by Nick. Shoutout Nick. He's magician behind FL, right? He mixed and mastered a lot of it, but recently, like I've obviously the songs I recorded myself, I mixed and mastered, but a lot of that tape he mixed and mastered. But recently, I've started getting more into engineering myself, mix and master myself for BandLab, and as a recent I got myself, yeah.
Sheesh, man, that's good, man.
Yeah, come on.
So right now, I'm gonna play one song.
No,
not one song, but I'm gonna play a couple of songs from that album, Still Slump. That I picked out. Not a couple of songs from Still Slump, but just your roster, bro. Your roster. So I'm gonna play that right now, and I hope you guys enjoy it.
Let's do it.
Viridian Dreams. We get high.
She only love my drink. I told her bitch that I'm too. Pray you to your pop. She only love my drink. I told her bitch that I'm too. Pray you to your pop. That pickle get no clue. But was one in my head. Pop mix like what would do. I need me to take this mud. I need to check my mood. When she won't see my face, off the sex won't come my way. Rainbow on my legs, lines on bitch, how I make this play. We don't want these drugs, they just need them for the pain. And I see feeling lies, memories go down the drain. Say they won't help, I need them, it's time I want to feed. I'm going out, eat my piece, I'm pouring up pink and my cup so sweet. Oh, it's why we don't buy no filler, got years of tears on beat. I used to abuse those drugs, go through these months before my team. I been in touch but clean, I swear I can fucking fly. Forever set me free, but I guess it's not my type. And I put my soul in this beat, and I pour what's in the Sprite. My brother got love in the street, tell him that he's doing it right. She only love my drink, I told her bitch that I'm too. Pray you go tell your pop, that pickle get no clue. But was one in my head, pop mix like what would do. I need me to take this mud, I need to check my mood. When she won't see my face, off the sex won't come my way. Rainbow on my legs, lines on bitch, how I make this play. We don't want these drugs, they just need them for the pain. And I see feeling lies, memories go down the drain. Say they won't help, I need them, it's time I want to feed. I'm going out, eat my piece, I'm pouring up pink and my cup so sweet. Oh, it's why we don't buy no filler, got years of tears on beat. I used to abuse those drugs, go through these months before my team. I been in touch but clean, I swear I can think and fly. Forever set me free, but I guess it's not my type. And I put my soul in this beat, and I pour what's in the Sprite. My brother got love in the street, tell him that he's doing it right.
Hey, let's go, bro. That was a good track, man. It was a good track, man.
Glad you like that one, bro.
Nah, it's all good, man. It's all good. One thing, bro, where do you usually get your ideas, your lyrics? Like, where does it all come in, man?
Oh, bro, literally just off the dome.
Off the dome?
Like, well, a lot of my lyrics, like, some lyrics I write, like, sometimes I'll be writing lyrics beforehand. Sometimes I'll be punching in, freestyling. It's just a mix of both. But I'd say a lot of my lyrics just come from me just literally just sitting there and thinking about the stuff that's going on. Do you know what I mean? Like, not even overthinking it too much. Like, the best way to your lyrics is just talk about your life.
Talk about
what's going on. Use stories that have happened in your life, things that have happened in your life, and talk about it in a way that's hard. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's the best way. Like, bro, if I just started lying in my tracks right now, I started saying, yeah, I'm walking about with a gun.
It's not happening.
It's not happening, bro.
It's not natural,
It's not happening, bro. It's not natural. It's not going to sound hard.
Yeah.
People listening to that are not going to relate to it. They're going to easily tell this guy's
lying. Nah, he's just lying. Like,
do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So when you, like, for example, that song you just played, like, a lot of the lyrics is stuff that is going on in my life. There's no cap in that. There's no cap. Like, I'm not trying to put on no persona. I'm not trying to put on no like gimmick.
It's literally just you.
It's literally
it's
real stuff. Like it's literally talking about issues with for example, females, substances. Talking about my brothers, talking about life. Like it's some real stuff that people can relate to, and like I feel like a lot of the best artists are the ones that people can relate to.
Nah,
like,
facts. Yeah,
like, a lot of them like a lot of people that listen to music are not like these rappers. They're not rich. They're not up. So it's like you're trying to make music that people can relate. Everyone can relate to.
Yeah,
you know
yeah,
what I mean?
yeah.
And I think the best way for people to relate to you is talking about your human emotions. The things you deal with as a human, because everyone deals with the same stuff.
Yeah, nah, everyone goes through things.
Literally.
Yeah.
So I just try to stick to that. Stick to that kind of content out of my lyrics, so people can relate to it and be like, yeah, it's hard, rather than being like, oh, this guy's talking about a gun and like stabbing someone up. But it's not true, bro. You know what I mean? It's not true.
Yeah, man. Literally, like, I feel like that's one thing. I feel like, obviously, with the whole drill thing, like, in Scotland, and even Ireland as well, because obviously I grew up in Ireland. Like, many people, like, decide to be like, oh, yeah, do this, I'll stab up someone. Like, literally just, like, just be you, like.
Just be you, bro.
Yeah, be you,
just
man.
be you, bro.
Be you, man.
Don't get me wrong, there's people out there that are really living their life.
Yeah, nah,
and
like,
fair
it's
enough,
actually
you
the
can talk
life.
about it.
Yeah.
But just be you, bro.
Yeah, nah, facts, man. Honestly. So, see the beats. Where do you find the beats?
So the beats, some of the beats, my boy Shii, shout Ski, OTB, my brother, he's a goat. Yeah, I'm telling you, he's coming up next in this producing scene. So a lot of the beats, a couple beats he sent me. A lot of the beats I'll hit up producers. Shout out, you said Banco. He produced Give Me Meaning and Pop It on Still Slumped. And he also produced Need It, the recent track. He's also a G. I'd purchased a couple beats off him. And other beats is literally just off producers on YouTube as well.
Yeah, I actually remember you saying that.
Just get in contact with, and you just take the beat and literally.
Nah, that's good, man. Because like literally, bro, the beat selection, especially with your new song Need It on the SoundCloud, bro, that should have been a Spotify drop, bro. I told you like yesterday.
Okay, I'm working on it. I'm working on getting that dropped on Spotify right now. But bro, that's my boy. You said Banco. He's sick, bro. He's sick. He's producing for a lot of artists right now. Shout out Zuko. Shout out everyone that he's producing for. But he's going crazy, bro. Like that beat is crazy.
Man, crazy. Honestly, man, it is sick. And I'm gonna play that song just right now.
Come on.
Hope you guys enjoy.
You say
All these drugs, you know I don't need none. I'm in the slum, but I'm walking like I'm feeding down. How the fuck you ain't live while you breathing? I said it once, I pop a pill for the meaning. I'm pouring pills, so you know I ain't speeding. Got my buttons in my heart, yeah, I bleed it. Bitch, I don't want your fucking hell, I don't need it. She just wanna go and dance, but I tease it. Kick back on my blunt, bitch, I fly away. I'm let her go, never come and she go out my way. Give face to my Lord, cause you feel my play. Until the ones from the start, I hope you hear my name. Kick back on my blunt, bitch, I fly away. I'm let her go, never come and she go out my way. Give face to my Lord, cause you feel my play. Until the ones from the start, I hope you hear my name. All these drugs, so you know I don't need none. I'm in the sun, but I'm walking like I'm feeding none. How the fuck you ain't live while you breathing? I said it once, I pop a pill for the meaning. I'm pouring pills, so you know I ain't speeding. Got my buttons in my heart, yeah, I bleed it. Bitch, I don't want your fucking hell, I don't need it. No, bitch, I don't need it.
Honestly, man, great song on, man. Great
Appreciate
song.
you, my bro. Appreciate you, bro.
All good, man. All good. So, bro, I know you've been collaborating with Scottish artists, obviously you
Yeah.
think of and Shoutout.
Yeah,
Am I saying the name right?
Yeah, you're saying it right. So
Yeah, bro. How would you say like any standout moments? What would you say you had with them making it? Yeah.
well, standout moments like we've probably recorded about, I'd say, nearly almost 100 songs together.
100 songs. Wow. Yeah.
So it'd be hard to pick a standout moment. However, we done a show last year at Broadcast. For my boy Josh Buchanan. Shout out Josh Buchanan. Shout out Armour. They're coming up next. Shout out Armour. Josh Buchanan. He's also a DJ.
Yeah.
He's sick. But he put on a night at Broadcast and we performed at it. Me, Nick, and Solo. And basically, it just went crazy, bro. And I think that's the standout moment that we had together. Because after that, we were just like, yeah, this is actually like,
yeah, nah, this is the thing.
Right, we're doing it right. You know what I mean? Like the people, a lot of people that came to that night didn't even know that we were going to be performing or anything.
Oh yeah.
And they ended up being like, at the start, you could see their faces. They were like, what was this? Because like they had never been like a rap show in Broadcast downstairs before. It was just like, you know, the DJs and like, so people at first people were like, what? But then it went crazy. People loved it. Like, I remember that night after it, people were just going crazy, like, because it was something new that I'd never seen before. Even the music they heard, that they've never really heard music like that from Glasgow. So, yeah, I'd say that was the biggest standout moment for sure.
Wow, man, wow. Wait, so you don't mind me asking, where is Broadcast?
Broadcast is well, unfortunately, I don't know why, but every time I do a show, the next week the place just like stops running and gets shut down or whatever. But Broadcast isn't a place anymore. Broadcast got shut down, I'd say just under a year ago. But Broadcast, bro, Broadcast, I swear, bro, it sounds like I'm lying to you, bro, but Broadcast was like in Suckill Street. It was right next to just right across from the garage, basically, and it's not there anymore.
Wow, man.
And apparently there was like a rats or something, but I'm not actually sure why. But yeah.
Yeah, man. Hopefully they can come back.
Hopefully they come back, bro. We've missed Broadcast. It's not been there for a while, but hopefully it can come back.
I know your first show as well. Where was that? Like, I remember like it was actually a good turnout. Like the crowd was lit, everything. Like,
yeah, that was the 13th note. That was the first ever show that I'd been involved in, and that was put on by High Rise. And that was a good first time to like, you know, be able to perform my music. Like I'd never performed before like that, so it was just like, yeah, it was a surreal moment. I was also very young. It was just the start of my music career. I was like literally 18. Like
18.
I was like just so excited to just perform my music. And like the music I performed back then, like is not be the music I'd perform now. However, for its time, I loved it. Like, fun.
First time it was sick.
Everyone had a good time. You were there as well, bro. Like it was just like it was a class night. Like,
and Nick was performing too. Yeah,
Nick was performing too, bro. And there was other artists performing as well. But yeah, it was a beautiful night, man. I mean, I had everyone pull up, like, so that's what it's all about, bro. That's what it's all about.
Facts, man, facts. And honestly, obviously for the people out there as well, like it paves the way, like bit by bit, man, bit by bit,
bro.
Facts, man. And then also you had a show 2023 as well. I remember that one.
The audio. That was my first headline show. And there was a bunch of artists performing that as well. Shout out Kick Power again. But yeah, that was an amazing show, bro. Like I love that show. That was the first time it was like a big stage, because the 13th note, do you remember? It was just like a
it was kind of like a section.
It was like a section, flat surface, but the audio was a real stage. And at this point, I was making music that I was really like proud of at this point as well. Nothing compared to the music I make now in terms of what I'm most happy with. But back then I was making music that like people just started like a lot more people started getting into it. So I was like, let's just do a show. Let's just do this show, man. Let's do it. And when Harris hit us up for it, we're just like, it was sick. So that show was beautiful because of the fact that a lot of people I grew up with, me and Nick grew up with, they all pulled up. Yeah, man. And there's a bunch of like other people that in this scene that pulled up, and they mess with it a lot.
Nah, facts.
That's what made it so beautiful. Like,
Nah, it was sick.
That's the best thing about these shows that happen in Glasgow. Everyone knows each other in Glasgow, no way.
Nah, facts. And then obviously, as that, like, that's how Glasgow really gets seen, and that's
Exactly,
how,
bro.
yeah, man, that's what's sick. And
Yep.
you know what's the crazy part? I almost missed it. Do you remember?
I remember,
The bouncer did let me.
I
in, bro.
remember, bro. I remember that, but fortunately,
Yeah.
you got it, bro.
Yeah, fortunately, man.
Let's
Nah, it was
go,
a
let's
sick
go.
experience, man.
Nah, come on,
honestly, great. But now, man, I'm just gonna play a song that you, excuse me, but you and Nick are on. So I'm just gonna play that right now.
Yeah, let's do it. Let's do it.
No worries.
I still kill these bitch, I'm in for sure. Can't have my heart, bitch, I'm waiting for more. I face this pain when I walk at the door. Got in my car, bitch, I'm sipping the fog. Yeah, I still kill these bitch, I'm leaning for sure. Can't have my heart, bitch, I'm waiting for more. I face this pain when I walk at the door. Got in my car, bitch, I'm sipping the fog. Facing this pump, bitch, I'm smoking my meds. AMG in my cup till it red. Bitch, I'm from Glasgow, no talking my feds. I pop a pill, bitch, I'm losing my head. I'm a bitch, and there ain't nothing to see. Roll up my blunt and I take me a beat. I'm wearing CP, ain't rocking no sheen. Do what you want, it don't matter to me. My bitch, I fell up, I ain't care about no fun. I'm smoking exotic, I'm moving these runs. I got my soul, I ain't selling the ones. I'm by myself, I don't care about these cunts. My little bitch, I don't need her. I bought Tussie, I'm spotting the lid. I'm a gang, I be smoking on refill. Pump bitch, yeah, I lately. Those tens been hot on bench. And these guns will heal my flesh. Still remember what you said. I can't hear my voice so mad. I still kill these bitch, I'm leaning for sure. Can't have my heart, bitch, I'm waiting for more. I face this pain when I walk at the door. Grabbing my cup, bitch, I'm sipping the fog. Facing this pump, bitch, I'm smoking my meds. AMG in my cup till it red. Bitch, I'm from Glasgow, no talking my feds. I pop a pill, bitch, I'm losing my head.
All these fours with a buckle on. She gon' see but you ain't give me on. All black foot obsidian. I broke bread per killion. Too many cups, no silicone. Twitch on my swag and my locks blown. French bays, one twist like croissant. JPG, my shirt. My cups so mine sipped up. I was on 6 of them, all my twins keep back to the ends, let's learn. Boy, slow down, you burn. She sniff cool, bang like Kurt. Now I need drugs, seen worse. All these drugs, I'm cursed. I mean my truck from Twitter. Can't come back round, I learn. Boy, you ain't G with Twitter. Fuck him on the road, he won't work. These fools ain't P, I swear. Shit found no red, I'm dead. My foot is shame, I'm cut. Nick, I'm from my bitch.
I still kill these bitch, I'm leaning for sure. Can't have my heart, bitch, I'm waiting for more. I face this pain when I walk at the door. Grabbing my cup, bitch, I'm sipping the fog. Facing this pump, bitch, I'm smoking my meds. AMG in my cup till it red. Bitch, I'm from Glasgow, no talking my feds. I pop a pill, bitch, I'm losing my head.
Hey, another banger from
go.
Illy
Come
and
on.
your sync off. Yo,
Yeah,
so
yeah.
you said you had a story about this song. What was the story?
Yeah,
What's
this
the
song,
story behind it?
it's not really a story, but it's just interesting background behind the song. So the song was it was recorded in Nick's old flat.
Yeah.
And it was like we were just chilling in his room one day, and it was like I think it was like literally 6 a.m., 5 a.m. We hadn't slept, and we just stayed up. And at this time, we were kind of like lacking a bit of motivation to record.
Yeah.
It just got to a point, like it happens to everyone, you know, like
Yeah,
they're just like
mind block, fall.
burnt out,
Yeah.
like but we had this beat, and we were just like, it was late as well. I'm just like, bro, we need to record this. And
Yeah.
we were so like messed up, to be honest.
Yeah.
But we were just like, yeah, let's record this song, and then we ended up doing it. And then after it, we were just like, bro, this is crazy,
Yeah,
man. Like,
crazy, yeah.
Like at the time, we were just like, this is like, how did we just make this? You know what I mean, it was like 5 a.m. Like it was so late. We were just like barely even hanging on. But that's what stands out to me, because like I remember making the song and me and Nick just looking at each other, and we were just like, yeah,
Yeah, this is it.
This is it, man. This is hard. This is the direction we want to go. And like just that small moment, just me and Nick looking at each other, being like, yeah. That just meant a lot for real.
Damn, man. Nah, that's good, man. That's good. See, in terms of like collabs, who else would you say in the scene you'd want to collab with?
Well, I've already collabed with a lot of other artists that I would want to collab with. Like shout out Kickpill. Shout out my boy Nick as well. He's going crazy. Not your sync of Nick, but Big Nick, Quebs. He's going crazy. Shout out my boy Yems. Shemi, you know Shemi, bro.
Oh yeah, nah,
Shemi. I've got a track with him on Still Stand called Denim Jeans.
Wow. Yeah. I didn't even know Shemi rap.
Yeah, that's Shemi, bro. That's
wow.
Shemi.
Good for him, man.
He keeps on the low right now, but bro,
yeah.
I'm telling you, bro, that thing with Shemi, or Yems, bro, lyrically insane, bro. He's got crazy lyrics, bro. All Yems needs to do is just record, man. That's it. That's it, man. That's it. You just need to record, man. That's it.
Can't wait to hear it, man. Can't wait to hear it. Yeah, man. So, see, in terms of artists, who would you say that you are inspired from or look up to?
Is it just any artist in general?
Oh no, yeah, like literally any artist beyond Glasgow. Yeah.
Okay, so it's crazy because a lot of the artists that, as I said, a lot of the artists I listen to, I'm not even influenced in terms of, I don't make the same music as them, for example, but I'm influenced in some ways, like how to use the voice. Like, I'm influenced a lot by NBA Youngboy. I know that's crazy for a lot of people because like I don't make street music, modern music. I don't do that, but I've always been a fan of Youngboy's music. I've loved it since I was like very young. I used to always listen to that in school. You remember that?
Yeah,
always,
bro. You and Samuel, man.
Bro, me and Samuel used to listen to that all the time, bro. Like, NBA Youngboy was my goat. Still is my goat, man. Yeah. But, yeah, I'm influenced by him. Influenced by Lucky.
Lucky. Yeah.
Me and Nick went through a phase of just listening to Lucky every single day for the whole year. And I really studied his music. Lucky taught me how to rap in a way where I can keep it simple, but it just sounds so well. Like, you don't need to overcomplicate what you're talking about. You just gotta keep that. You just gotta keep it real and relatable. He taught me how to rap in a way that's relatable, and obviously the beats as well. Trap beats. Lucky's amazing trap beats. I'd say my choice in beat selection is down to Lucky's influence as well. 100%. Another influence I'd say that is quite unexpected is Lil Peep.
Lil Peep, yeah.
Lil Peep's just a goat, bro. He really created a whole genre of music. The way the way he dresses, his style, the way he layers his voices and tracks, the way he creates a vibe on a track where it's like you're gonna want to listen to it on and on repeat. He just does it for me in that aspect, and the fact that he really just started he really started using nothing in terms of equipment. Like, he was really just like turning the keys and the knobs on the program, and was really just like using cheap mics. But he went crazy from it. Like, he was using like $1 camcorders to record music videos. Like, I was always inspired by artists like that. That really just done nothing, started from nothing.
Would you say in terms like that really inspired your artistic approach?
100%. Yeah, 100%. Because a lot of people, like, I hate this narrative where it's like, when people want to make music, they have to go to like a big studio and they have to pay this big money. Cool, I will get you some good award. Like, it will do well for you, but you really don't need to, bro. Like,
like you
really
said,
don't need to, bro. Like, every time I record, bro, it's in my room. It's in my bedroom. It's in my friend's bedroom. It's in like it could be in a kitchen, bro, something like that. Because I feel like that is more. That's when your creativity comes out more. You can't be limited. You can't be limited in like how much music you can make. You know what I mean? So it's like, in a studio space, there's some limits. You know what I mean? Time, money, financial.
Money,
like,
facts.
Not everyone's got the money, bro. Like, okay, if you're making money already, that's fair. You can afford it. But a lot of these artists that are coming up, they ain't got money like that right now. So it's hard for them to like be able to afford these studios and that. So I definitely think like
that's good. Man.
Definitely had an influence, like people that use nothing to record, and make something out of nothing.
Yeah.
That's definitely very inspiring to me, and I definitely was pushed towards that.
That's how the real like music comes out. Like that's really
bro.
how it comes out
From the heart, from the soul.
Yeah. You don't need the expensive equipment. That's true.
You don't need
man.
that, bro. You don't need that.
That's true, man. I'd say like it relate to me with this whole like podcasting. I thought, oh yeah, expensive equipment. So yeah, like I was also gonna say reaching out to people as well, like really helps as well.
Reaching out for sure.
Yeah,
and also just being a good person, a good soul, someone to talk to as well. Like, bro, you're good at talking.
appreciate it.
You're a
Man.
good talker, bro. And same with musicians. If you're good at making music naturally, it won't really matter too much about what equipment you use, if that makes sense. Like you can, if you're really that talented, bro, you can make music on anything.
Yeah, facts.
I mean, and it's the same with anything in life, like podcasting, DJing. You can use anything to if you're good at it, you can use it and use it to your advantage.
Yeah, facts, man, facts. I rate that, bro. I rate the words.
Come on, man. Thank you, bro.
Well, I got another song that I want to play.
Yeah,
it's actually, I wouldn't say old, but like 2 years old.
Yeah,
right?
okay, that's older song, yeah. Go on.
So, obviously, I'm going to play it right now. Hope you guys enjoy it.
Another one to my fish, but you don't sell my juice. When she go through my pants, them same old jeans. Oh, hey, another one to my face, but you don't sell my dreams. When she go feel my pain, still seeing them same old jeans. Sorry I'm off for that bike, still seeing them same old things. But you don't see my pain, but you don't see my dreams. It's been way too long, I miss her and me. Man said do me wrong, best that I can be. Bitch I'm way too fly, feel like I'm Tommy Lee. She go fill her drink, pour it all on me. Talking that butt to the brain, feel my fantasy. Bitch I'm way too high, but that shit get me free. I don't see the appeal, bitch I'm doing me. But you don't see my pain, but you don't see my dreams. Sick of the talk they say, the book is talk so cheap. Man I got myself to blame, smoking out foreign deep. Bitch I don't feel fame, fell in love with peace. I she don't know my name, but she hear my bass.
I can't be closer to the whole song. I'm saying, I smoke haze too. I got some haze with me. So we're just saying.
Another one to my face, but you don't sell my dreams. When she go feel my pain, still seeing them same old jeans. Sorry I'm off for that bike, still seeing them same old things. But you don't see my pain, but you don't see my dreams. It's been way too long, I miss her and me. Man said do me wrong, best that I can be. Bitch I'm way too fly, feel like I'm Tommy Lee. She go fill her drink, pour it all on me. Talking that butt to the brain, feel my fantasy. Bitch I'm way too high, but that shit get me free. I don't see the appeal, bitch I'm doing me.
Sick song by Elias.
Come on, yeah.
You don't see, bro.
You Don't See was like 2 years ago. Okay.
Yeah,
2 years ago.
2023.
So
yeah.
that song's part of the tape called Difference, and that was a free track tape, and that tape, in my opinion, was the first body of work where it really like made people see, yeah, okay, this guy's on something.
nah,
Like, this guy's actually like
Mm-hmm.
quite talented. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But that song especially, like I remember making that song, and we recorded it at Nick's, and I recorded like half of it, and then like I recorded a bit of it, and then I just completely forgot about it, for example. And then a couple of days after, Nick sent me it back, this version, with the new mix and the sample in the middle. And I was like, yo, this is crazy. Like, I remember listening to it, like, this is my best work currently at that point. So I was like, and that's why I dropped a tape called Difference. And the reason it's called Difference is because I feel like at that point, that music I made was the difference between the music there and the music prior. There's a big difference to see. Like the development had jumped so much. Like I dropped a tape before that called Misuse, which you won't find anymore, by the way.
Yeah.
You won't find that anymore.
One of those ones.
One of them ones. But from the jump from that to Difference was like a big difference, you know what I mean? Like I can't lie. So that's basically why I called it that. But the song You Don't See, that was the first song on the tape, I'm
I
pretty sure it was.
I think it was SMD.
Oh yeah, you're right. Actually, it was. It was the second. Yeah.
Yeah.
And what's crazy about that tape is the full tape, the full music in it got changed the day before.
Wow.
Yeah, I changed the whole thing because like I recorded those songs and I was like, I just got them back and I was like, yeah, these are way better than the songs that were previously on the tape.
Sheesh.
So I just chucked them off and then put You Don't See on it, and I said that.
Wow, man. Yeah. Hey, it's funny how things work out because like, bro, it's
so
a banger,
crazy,
bro. It's a banger.
Thank you, bro. I appreciate that.
So, I'd say, see, like with the whole DIY process, like with promotion, your releases, like how does it all go? Like,
the promotion is more just like promotion. So I be posting on TikTok. Catch me SLUMPBOYILLY on TikTok. I be posting my music on Instagram. I be doing. So as of now, we have. I would like to say 5 music videos.
5 music videos,
and they're all on YouTube on the Buried in Dreams YouTube channel, where we also do vlogs and stuff as well.
Hey.
So we just try to fill a lot of content around us, so people can lean towards like listen to our music more. I say like the promotion aspect is more just like keeping it real, trying not to do too much like clickbaiting and stuff, like
like Mr. Beast,
exactly, like Mr.
videos,
Beast, you know what I mean,
yeah.
And like I feel like me personally, I come from a place on like the internet, for example, where like I'm not really too big into promoting myself in terms of like showing my face every day in a video, like like I'm not really, because I like to keep myself to my private life sometimes,
just
like,
low key.
I'm not obviously I'm not saying here like I'm Playboy Carti, I'm never gonna show my face, but no, like it's not every day, you know what I mean? So it's just something I'm trying to work towards getting better at, to be honest, because I feel like with better promotion, better methods of like getting my music out there, it's gonna pick up way more, you know what I mean?
Yeah,
so
100%. I was honestly thinking, like, me personally, I was thinking, showing your face more. Because, like, bro, like,
100%.
I could go into your SoundCloud and I'd be like, yo, who is this guy? And I barely see you. Only on Instagram.
Facts.
Like,
bro. Yeah, you're right. No, you're right. But that's why the music videos help a lot.
Yeah.
I just recently dropped a music video for Lanvin, like, over a week ago. And stuff like that helps for sure. But in my opinion, bro, the best way to just promote your music is just by making good music.
Making it,
you know what I mean? Like, you're not gonna want to promote something that you don't like, or stuff that other people may not like. It's all about how you feel about it. If you're confident in it, and if you deep down know this is good music, then you're gonna want to promote it. You know what I mean?
Facts.
A lot of my older music, like when I first started, like I was quite hesitant on like promoting. Do you know what I mean?
I do actually remember the first time you sent me your song, like. Like your first like track. You're like you're like, yo, check this out. It probably sounds bad. I was like, what do you mean?
That's what I mean, bro. Like I was just like at the time I just really wanted like to just make music. Even if it wasn't the best music, I just really wanted to make it. But now I got to a point where like I want to make good music, you know what I mean? Like I'm really trying to sit down and make songs that I'm so like I can walk in a room and someone can be playing that, I would not feel any type of way towards it. You know what I mean? That's the kind of stage I'm trying to be at right now. But you're right, bro. Like promoting your music is key.
Yeah, it really is.
It's key, bro.
Really
it's key because like no one's gonna listen to your music if you're not putting it out and like, showing it. But I'm a firm believer in that the best promotion is always making sure your art is 100% the best it can be.
Facts.
100%, because only then, like, because anyone can make music and promote, right? And then a bunch of people can look at it, but it's for the wrong reasons. That person may not have longevity because of that. But if you're making amazing music, a lot consistent, like look at Fake Mink, right? He's an artist from London. He makes amazing music. And because of the fact he makes a lot of amazing, consistent music, he's got a big fan base from that. Because of that. Obviously other things as well, but because of his good music. And I think if it was like someone making music that was not really the best music, and people weren't really like taking it in for the music, but rather than like the other stuff, like clickbaiting or like some clout stuff.
Yeah.
Then it's like it's harder to keep that longevity going. Do you know what I mean? Like people will just fall after like a month. Like, do you know what I mean? So I'd think if you focus on your music, focus on make sure your music is the best it can be, then naturally people will follow, and that will create a whole like fan base coming together. Do you know what I mean?
And then I'd say as well, because like I feel obviously like I don't know how it is for artists, but like I feel like also like just in the creative side, like showcasing yourself as well and showcasing your work, all of that comes in together. Yeah. So yeah, man.
Yeah, 100%, bro. 100%. I agree. Everything.
What would you say the challenges you face like on balancing your creative art and like your admin? So basically your time with like work, obviously, all sorts.
Yeah, so obviously it can be hard sometimes. Like for example, when you're doing like uni, like I'm at uni currently.
Yeah.
And when it's like exam season and stuff, of course it can get a bit hard because you're having to do all these exam like essays and stuff. But there's a balance that you need to sacrifice a lot as well. Like you need to choose what your priorities are. Once you know your priorities, then you're gonna know what you want to chase. You just want to follow your heart. Like there's no right or wrong answer. There's no right or wrong answer to being like, okay, I'm gonna chase music over. I'm gonna focus on music more than work in uni, or I'm gonna focus on work in uni more than music. There's no right or wrong answer, but you just gotta follow what you think is right. And
I rate that, bro.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because if you follow what's right, what you think is right, it's gonna end up being the right decision. Do you know what I mean? If you just focus on, if you're limiting yourself, like for example, if you're trying to make music and you're working more than making music, then it's like that's the choice you make. Do you know what I mean? So it's all about choice, in my opinion.
Nah, facts,
like,
man.
All about choice, bro. So I think it can the both like working and making music, it can definitely clash, but it depends on the choice you make if you want it to clash or not. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah. Facts, man.
Yeah, I
What
mean.
advice would you have? Any advice to artists, creatives, producers, musicians that are doing this, trying to make a way like you?
Yeah. Just don't be afraid. Don't be afraid. We live in a country or a city as well in Glasgow that a lot of people will feel embarrassed by making music without even first even trying to make music. They will naturally feel like, oh, people are gonna say this and that. People are gonna feel this type of way. What if people don't like it? Just don't be afraid. There's no rush when it comes to music. There's no like, there's no like, it's not a stage. Like music comes within, so it's like you don't need to show people your music. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
It can be private. So I say, don't be afraid and be yourself as well. Because when you be yourself in your music, authenticity, like it's you're gonna like it more. Like there's been times where I've made a song and it's not as authentic as I'd like to be, and it's made me think like, okay, I don't want to do this anymore when it comes to the next songs. So it's every song you make is a learning curve. So like you learn something new every day. So don't ever feel like when you start making music and you fail, okay, this is the end. I'm never gonna be successful at making music. I'm never gonna make music I'm good at. Bro, if you asked me for like 3-4 years ago, if you asked me like, oh, would you make music? I'd be like, no, bro. I'd make terrible music. I would never be able to make music.
Already talking yourself down,
Do you know what I mean? That's what I used to like think, but I'm telling you, bro, you keep pushing, keep believing in yourself, and I swear, bro, you're gonna get to a point where you're so happy with your music. Even if it doesn't get you into the stages, the big stages, or like the big like the charts and that, it's okay, bro, because you've worked on something and you've got better at it and you've proved yourself wrong. You know what I mean? You've proved yourself that you can make good music. So I'd say keep going, don't be afraid, be yourself, and make sure you have good people around you. A lot of people think they can do it themselves. They can't, bro. You can't do it yourself, bro. You can make music yourself, but you always need people around you, a good support system to put you in the right direction, to humble you. Because you can't have an ego in this, bro. You cannot, in music, you cannot have an ego, bro. Okay, so big artists have egos, okay? But telling you, you can't have an ego because everyone's trying to eat together, you know what I mean?
Yeah, nah, yeah.
Everyone's trying to eat together, bro. Like, I'm telling you, bro, like, music's all about a support system. So when one person blows, everyone blows.
Yep.
Do you know what I mean?
That's how the scene, obviously Glasgow scene, that's how it'll continue to grow.
Yeah.
I rate that mindset, bro.
Thank
Very
you, bro.
wise.
Come on,
Very
thank
wise,
you, bro.
bro.
Appreciate that, man.
Rate it.
Man.
So, obviously, this is us kind of wrapping up. I didn't even know we were speaking for an hour, but
I know.
yeah,
Time flies, bro.
time flies, man. But where can people find you, bro?
Bro, all music platforms, SoundCloud, Spotify, SLUMPBOYILLY.
Slumpboy.
Instagram, SLUMPBOYILLY. Basically, every platform, SLUMPBOYILLY, bro.
Yeah.
You've got me.
No worries. Are there any local artists, collectives you want to shout out?
Oh, bro. So, bro, I hope I don't miss anyone out, but shout out everyone in Yo Boys, Nick, Solo, shout out Kick Pearl, shout out Big Nick, shout out Yams, shout out Bloody Shield, shout out Parade, shout out my boy Parade, Ewan Gibb, shout out Alf, Josh Buchanan. Don't want to miss anyone out, bro.
Yeah.
Just shout out everyone that people know who I've worked for. So shout out everyone. Yeah, shout out everyone that I'm tied with, bro. Everyone that I've shake their hand. Shout out them, bro.
Guys.
Shout out them. And bro, lastly, shout out you, bro. Shout out
Appreciate
Daniel,
you,
bro.
man.
My
Appreciate
brother.
you, man. My guy.
Thank you, my bro.
Appreciate you, man. Obviously, as you were listening to Slides on Sunny Govan Radio in collaboration with them. Just want to give out a shout out to Steg and Delena, because honestly, they have helped me too with this whole podcast thing, and just like obviously helping me boost my confidence, because like, bro, it took me ages to actually like come up here.
Bro, I'm seeing it so well, because I remember when me and you in school, you want always the most confident person, but it's beautiful to see that you're.
I appreciate it,
love
bro.
that, bro.
I genuinely appreciate that.
Come on,
Thanks. But yeah, guys, you're listening to Slides in collaboration with Sunny G Radio 103.5 FM, and I hope you guys have a lovely day.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Let's go.